Welcome to MMA Fancast. My name is Luke Pace, and welcome back, as always, to everyone who are already subscribers to the channel. If you're not already subscribers, please subscribe so you can get more great interviews like the one coming at you now. I'm laughing because we are being joined by Mike Rattanni live from his inflatable hot tub. Mike, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me again.
Please explain to me and to our viewers. It looks like you're on a tropical paradise island with your banner behind you, even though we're in Pennsylvania in January. So tell me, why are you hanging out in your inflatable hot tub? Is this part of your recovery from being an undefeated amateur MMA fighter? What's been going on with you?
You hit the nail on the head. It definitely is. I am pretty beat from training camp, so this is just part of the recovery. And my brother's going to be cooking up some bison burgers here for me. So, yeah, this is just the benefits. I've been ice bathing a lot, so it's time to actually do the part, that you can enjoy.
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Shout out to your brother for keeping the nutrition part going with bison burgers, a very lean meat, very healthy for your recovery process. Let's talk about your training. I mentioned that you're an undefeated fighter. You're 1-0, and we got to see you debut. Really fantastic fight, really great interview with you afterwards. It was your mom's birthday. You were very adrenaline filled, very happy. And also you were representing PA Combat Sports, which just got named the new gym of the year for 247 awards. What do you think of your gym being named that? And then talk about your training, because obviously you've continued your training process to get ready for this fight.
Well, it's pretty cool to be, at the forefront of doing something for the gym, but all props goes to the team because without them, if I had weak training partners, that fight would have been terrible for me, you know what I mean? But I got the best training partners out there. Shout out to Clay Duncan and Zach. And Lanny, I appreciate you guys. Jaden, my new teammate, is gonna be fighting, so shout out to those guys. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about training, but mostly, we're still just working on stand up, wrestling and jujitsu. That's all, just covering the basics.
Yep, that's what you got to do. You got to cover the basics. Obviously, we'll see what happens when you take on Martinez for 247 Fighting Championship Brawl in the Burgh 20, February 24th. Very exciting matchup. I know Hunter Homostack was probably the one that wrote on Facebook. Somebody from the team wrote on Facebook that the awards just happened. The 247 awards just happened. People can watch them if they haven't seen them on 247 Live app for free. They can download it and check that session out. But on that award show, they mentioned that you are taking on Martinez, who is fighting out of Stout, which is the gym of the year, and you are coming out of the new gym of the year. Now, I know realistically it comes down to one fighter fighting one fighter in the cage, and of course you're going to be one half that one fighter. But are you excited to kind of not only represent your gym, but represent your gym against another very well-known high-level gym as well?
Yeah, always, man. I'm just happy to get in there and fight. That's what, that's all I want to do is just get in there and have a good scrap and, put on a good show for the fans. And it doesn't matter to me who it is, but it's pretty cool that I'm going up against a good gym, because you always want to test your skills at the end of the day. So you don't want to be going up there and fighting cans, as people say, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's a great mindset. You're jumping in with a quick start to your MMA career, and now following up by taking on a very tough opponent out of a tough gym. You want a good scrap, a good fight. What's your prediction for either the type of fight this is going to be or even the outcome, depending on what you want to say?
I don't know. I really don't have much of one. I guess you always want to give the fans what they want and have a good, stand-up war. So I hope it's pretty technical in there. We get to showcase some cool moves and whatnot, and you know what I mean, swang and bang. But we'll see. I don't know. I have no predictions.
Okay, no predictions. I love the fact that ideally you would love a stand-up war. Those are fan favorites, but so is a well-rounded MMA set. I know you train out of a gym that, like you said, working on all the basics, the stand-up, the grappling, wrestling, and the submissions all mixed together. That's what's pretty exciting about coming out of a good gym, your opponent as well. So I know we've already covered this because you were kind enough to come on the show after your win, but now that you've had some distance from your debut, because it's been a couple months, what are your thoughts now, having gotten a couple months away from it? Is it still as exciting as the highlight as it is? Is it kind of settled in that it went really well, and now you're kind of wanting to keep the momentum going? Kind of what does that mean to you now that you've gotten a little bit more time away from it?
Uh, Not much has changed other than the fact that that was just a super cool night. I was really happy to get the win. It means a lot, but I don't know, as far as all that goes, I don't really know. I don't really know what to say on that.
Hey, well, that's completely okay. What's your excitement level going into this fight? You gave your mom a shout out last time, of course, because it was her birthday. Do you have people coming out to the Murraysville Sports Arena Center for the Brawl in the Burgh 20? Kind of what do you think you'll have as far as fans, excitement, that type of stuff coming into this fight?
Well, I hope I have a lot of excitement. I've been trying to sell tickets, so hopefully all those people are buying them that say they're gonna. I'd appreciate that. And the excitement level is always up there because, training camp's always super tough, but you have to have something that keeps you going at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So if you really ain't in it, you really don't love it, then you shouldn't even be here. So the excitement's pretty high, I can tell you that.
It's wonderful to see somebody like you not only fights in an exciting way, but like you just said, is excited to continue to learn, and you love fighting and you want to continue to scrap. Like you said, there's really no way somebody's going to put themselves through what you have to do to be a competitive MMA fighter who doesn't love it, because otherwise it really would be quite drudgery. Very exciting. A quick reminder for people who just heard Mike reference buying tickets. All the tickets are online. You're not picking up tickets in person from anybody, but it's the same way your fighter still gets a percentage. That's a big deal because, like you said, you've been asking people. So continue to ask people. They can buy tickets from 247fighting.com, and they'll be given the option to pick a fighter. And obviously, all they have to do is select your name, and it still goes to support you. There's a lot said. Ryan Middleton, the owner of 247, said a lot about that, selling tickets, commissions, all that stuff. On the award show, we kind of got into the value of fighters not only being exciting, but also having fans that want to come out and see them. And so obviously you're one of those guys. And I think for your gym, this is a relatively close location, right? As far as friends and supporters go, Murraysville. It's the first time 247's been out there, but I think it's in an area that's good for you guys, right?
Yeah, that's what everyone's been talking about. They're like, oh man, Washington was pretty far. This one's only like 15, 20 minutes for some people. So they're even more excited this time around.
Well, there you go, and that's the shout out for any of Mike's support group. If you're somebody within 15, 20 minutes of the venue, not only buy a ticket for yourself, but drag some other friends along who might not know Mike, but who can become fans of Mike by seeing it. There's something just really special about coming to live MMA, and particularly if it's that close to some of your fans. I give them the challenge to bring some extra people, because a lot of people that don't even like MMA, if they come to a live fight, particularly where they have somebody to root for, it can really get them excited into it. There's nothing like live MMA. Sometimes watching something on TV doesn't give you the same feeling as watching it live. So that's our shout out for buying tickets from 247fighting.com. As always, Mike, it's such an honor to have you on the show. You're super entertaining, both in interviews, and I'm just thinking about you doing an interview in a hot tub. It's really great. It's the first interview I've ever done in a hot tub, so I'm thrilled that you're the first. Cowboy Eddie out of the Academy once did an interview from a boat. So, you're maybe not at that level of doing an interview from a boat, but it's still up there. So I appreciate your creativity and where you did this interview. It's always fantastic to have you on the show. Best skills to you, February 24th. We're under a month away now. So get tickets while they last. Really need to get on 247fighting.com. This is Luke Basin from MMA Fancast, thanking our guest today, Mike Rattanni, for coming on the show live from his jacuzzi. Thanks so much, Mike.
Thanks so much, Luke, for having me again. Take care.
Always an honor. Take care, guys. Bye bye.